Hi everybody. I just got home from the gym and I just threw on some clothes. I wanted to talk to you about something I have not talked about before. I've talked about money spells. I've talked about banishing negativity, but I don't know that I've ever talked about banishing negativity first before you work on bringing prosperity in. But this is very, very important. One way you can do that is by working double action spell work, double action candles. And there's two different ways that you can do this. As I have been talking about people's thoughts, we're all spiritual beings. We're all capable of generating a thought. I don't care who you are or what religious, spiritual ideology you belong to. We're all capable of getting at a place in our life for whatever reason. Maybe the people around us are accustomed to gossiping, and complaining about other people, slandering other people. If you are having a situation in your life where you are having bad dreams, you dream you wake up and your apartment's empty and you're afraid maybe you've been robbed, you're not getting enough hours at work, things are going right at work, you almost get into an accident. These are things that are from someone wishing you ill. Someone is wishing you harm. This was happening to me, and I got through it because I am protected and I have some tools and I have some techniques that I use mentally. And I was lighting a candle. But I want to start working more with the double action type of work. Now what I have here, see if you can see this. It's very, 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 very hot. It's getting down to the bottom. Remember, candle safety first. I'd like to mention the color brown. The color brown is very, very good for eliminating injustice. I've used it to help me bring in more money. I burned a big candle for a few minutes every night at the dinner table after dinner, and I would get people calling me asking me to cover their shift, or I would be called in to go in and work. And I ended up getting enough extra money to pay for internet. And this is when I was first on my own after my divorce, and I was with my daughter and we were struggling. We didn't have a lot of money. So brown is very good for helping to break up injustices. It relates to the earth and prosperity. So that's something to think about. Try it and see how it works on you. Otherwise, what I'm talking about today is double action candles. Now, I don't have any yet, but I found this thing at the dollar store. Anytime you're out, pick up candles. That's what I do. And I thought, I think I might need to start working double action candles. That might be a little bit easier than me having to burn separate candles. So I picked it up around Halloween, and that's about the time that I was having trouble. I was having all these financial troubles and these horrible assignments that I was getting called to, and not having any energy to go to work around the end of September through the middle of October. So this one will be used for banishing negativity and then bringing in purity. So you would write on here, my enemy, and then you would write your name, my enemy, your name, my enemy, your name. Now you could start by burning just the top, black and white, and then put it out and use it for another time, for another issue. But you do need to make sure that it burns completely through where it is that you want it to go. So you need to be mindful of it, and you need to stay around it, and you need to not put it on pause, but let it completely burn down to the end of that section. Now you need to charge your candles with your intention. So you hold them with your two hands and you put all of your intention into that candle to banish negativity and to eliminate all of the ill wishing that somebody has to be wishing for you. Otherwise, all of this stuff wouldn't be happening. It doesn't seem normal. Somebody is doing something. Now, you're going to anoint it. I wish I had a studio. I'm getting to the point where I really need a designated space for this. You're going to need an oil called a reversal oil or a banishing oil. Now, in the summer, I made some oils. I saved an olive oil bottle and I washed it, and then I put some herbs, all of the herbs that I needed to put in there, and set it outside for a couple of weeks, I think. And as you can see, I've already used it for a working that turned out to be extremely helpful to a mother with a baby. And yeah, that's my banishing oil. So you're going to need something like a banishing oil or a reversing oil, and you're going to anoint that candle. This type of a candle, you would, you're going to have to anoint the black section with the banishing oil. And then you're going to have to take, I made an attraction oil as well in the summer. Then you're going to have to take a prosperity oil or an attraction oil, clean your fingers, change your gloves, and then put that on the white section there. Okay? Anything worth doing is worth taking the time to do it and do it right. Then you're going to get some type of a reflective surface. This is a square tile from the Dollar Tree. It needs to be square because it represents the physical plane in the material world. And this is going to reverse, right? It's going to send out and it's going to reverse whatever's been going on with whoever is your enemy. And you let that burn completely down through the black and then through the white, and then you can stop it. And you can save the candle for another working at another time. Now, if you do not have these reversal candles, I have worked with two separate candles. You first want to work with the black candle, and you want to start on the waning moon. I prefer to work at the latter part of the waning moon, the last quarter of the waning moon. I find it to be the strongest. And what you're going to do is you're going to hold it and charge it to banish all negativity, all ill wishing that's been sent to you. And you can use a 6-inch taper candle or a 12-inch. But I buy these when I am out, like when I'm out at the Dollar Tree, and I can get 2 for $1. So, yeah, you can't beat that. So you're going to carve on there with a nail or some type of a carving tool. I think I got an engraving tool at the Dollar Tree. You're going to write, "My enemy." And you're going to anoint it, going up. Banish, banish all this negativity. And then you're going to take your mirror tile or a reflective surface like a shiny silver charger plate, and you're going to heat the bottom and you're going to stick it on there. And again, you are going to have to keep it in an area where you're going to be, so you can be mindful of it, you can watch it, and it has to burn down all the way. It has to. So if you take it to your bedside table or your bedside dresser, where, you know, if it did topple over or whatever, you could get up right away. You can watch it, and I know the light can be a little distracting, so you might have to cover your eyes with a towel or something to get to sleep. But you cannot put out a reversal working or a banishing candle if you're wanting to really banish all of this negativity very, very strongly. We're not working with a little jinx where we can put it out and do it again the next day. We just want to work on this waning moon phase and let it burn down all the way. After that, that's going to work. That's going to work very well. You're going to wait until after the dark moon, until the moon is starting to wax, okay? Then you're going to take your green candle for prosperity, and you're going to write on here, good luck. And you're going to write on here, financial increase. And you're going to write your name. And you can even put a dollar amount if you need to. If you have a certain amount of money that you need to make to catch up. That's what I've been doing. That's what I've been focusing on for these past couple of weeks. And that led me to pick up this brown candle the other day. And I started thinking about a student that I had worked with at this school I keep getting called back to all the time. I wondered how he was doing, you know, and I just imagined that I was there. And then last night I got a call to be with this child for 4 days next week. That is my goal, is to now be able to go to work 4 days a week so I can make the extra money I really need to make for my goals. I've got a couple of bills I want to pay off, and then I need to get a down payment for a younger Camry. So on the waxing moon, you're going to take a prosperity oil of some kind, an attraction oil, prosperity oil. You might have to go to luckymojo.com and order one. And you're going to anoint from, what's on my hand? Yeah, you might have to wash your hands. And then you get your attraction oil, and you're going to, from the top down, you want all of this prosperity to come towards you. So it's going to be from the top down, pouring into me. Good luck is pouring into me. Financial abundance is pouring into me. And you claim, my good luck has returned. My good luck has returned. I feel it. It grows every hour, every day, every week, and I achieve the things I need to achieve. Then you're going to put that on the mirror tile again. Light the bottom, heat the bottom, put it on there, and then be very mindful of it and let it burn down all the way. Now this is a big candle. It doesn't have to be this big. Get yourself a 6-inch green taper, okay? I guess you could break it in half. I don't see why not. All right? It's got to burn down all the way. This is the companion spell work, okay? Now, as far as putting the two candles together and burning them together, right now I have to say no, because to banish negativity, you need to work on the waning moon. And to bring in prosperity, you need to work under the waxing moon. The one time years ago when I was first starting to practice magic that I burned a green candle, we had to go and get our car repaired, and we ended up getting a discount. And so I looked and I saw that it was a waning moon. So if you want to start eliminate financial stress, eliminate excess spending, figure out how to reduce expenses, then you could light a green candle under a waning moon. But for increase, it's got to be the increase of the moon, the waxing moon, okay? So that is what I have for you today. And it's the same thing with emotional issues. All right, that's all I have for today. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. I will share more on doing reversals because I think they're important and anyone can do them. We're constantly having people that are unfortunately getting these jealous, thoughts about other people. And so be mindful of what it is that you're thinking, what you're allowing to go into your mind, and the thoughts that you're thinking about other people. And it's a good rule of thumb, again, not to be a gossip yourself. Either don't say anything, leave the room, or just say, I really don't know that person. I don't really want to get caught up talking about them. And if you're frustrated about your career, which a lot of times is why this is happening, then you need to go home and you need to reflect and contemplate on that, and maybe pull out a black candle to eliminate negativity, and then a green candle to bring in prosperity or some type of a job career change that would be better for you. All right? So keep your frequency up and be a good witch. See you later.